hit record, and so we can get this thing kicked off. Welcome to our team call tonight. Our topic's going to be how to, I can't remember what you titled it, Erica. How to be gorgeous on Facebook. I don't know. what did you call it?
What did I say? Creating captivating content.
Yes. And you are the queen of creating captivating content. That's very hard to say 5 times. I challenge you to do that. But so before we get into that, I just want to go through a couple announcements and shout outs. We won't spend too much time on this because I do a lot of announcements within our group. And then we also have things that the National Wake Up Call covers as well. So let me just grab our shout outs for the week. And if you haven't yet, put your Good News Minute in the comments section so that we can cheer you on. All right. Hold on, let me switch screens. Share screen. There we go. Okay, so this is our current Success Club and it's only the 11th. So far this month. Ebony, you're a new coach. Congrats, girlfriend. Just taking this business by storm. And Bria is on there twice because we need to add up both of her business centers, and I'll teach her how to do that because she had the opportunity to get her business to a 2-star diamond level. And when you do that, you get to open another franchise under yourself. So you get to it's like a new coach under you that you get to control their business and what they do. And so you get paid here and here off of that one business center. And so that's a goal that everybody should have. But guys, we're doing really well the first half of the month, and I want to just continue to keep growing this because this is a reflection purely of how many people we're helping every single month, right? And in order to be successful, we got to be on this board. Plus, you're going to get leads and other incentives from doing this. So you're in Team Cups right now, and so it's a perfect time to pair up and ask people what they're doing. If somebody on your cup team is kicking butt, ask them what they're saying and how they're saying it and what are they posting and what is their schedule like. Or if you're kicking butt on your team cup, then you share, be a river and say, this worked today. I did this, it worked. I'm super excited. So our cup team decided that we're going to start posting every night in our group MMS one thing that we did really well for the day or something we're excited about. And so we can get ideas and motivation off of each other. So there we go. And then our personal volume leaders of the day or of the week. Congrats everyone that's on this board. You're doing well. You're doing some good things. Okay, I'm going to stop share. I did not make extra shout outs because I do those at the beginning of the month. So we can dive right into the call because I know you all are very, very busy. But just one thing that I want to mention tonight to the entire organization to make sure everyone hears this is that you want to qualify for the new leader retreat. You have to be wake up as a 2-star qualifying coach on November 26th and have 20 elite points from September 1st to December 31st in order to go. And that retreat is in January. And every single one of you, I don't care if you signed up yesterday, you could make that happen because you just grab somebody on your right, somebody on your left and say, let's run to Diamond all together. And you could make that happen. We have a lot of coaches that are gunning for that. And we're also going to be basing our leader retreat for our team is going to be based on whether you're a team leader status in November and December or not. So that would be something that I would put on your goal list for the next couple of months. And then those that are shooting for the Star Diamond bonus, for this particular quarter, you need to be a paid 2-star, a paid 5-star, or a paid 10-star or 15-star by August 20th. Wake up that morning as that rank and then hold it for 6 weeks to qualify for that bonus. And generally speaking, the 2-star diamond bonus is around $900. The 5-star bonus is around $3,500, and then the 10 stars around like $1,300, and the 15 stars around $40,000. So that might seem far off for some. For others, it is like right there at your fingertips. So don't give up. You never know when you're going to sign a coach up on your team that is as driven as you and can be your running buddy and your partner in crime with this. We all need those breakthrough moments, but it's cool that Beachbody gives us those quarterly incentives in addition to the regular weekly pay. The quarterly incentives are just a great way to keep your team moving forward, because you can't get there without helping other people to succeed, right? So, okay. Other things, make sure that you're going for those cup prizes. I want to see your cute gear that you wear or that you earn, and then you post your little selfie. Yeah. I swear all the Beachbody stuff keeps my family clothed and, well, keeps me clothed. And then we get like lawn chairs and blankets and coolers and headphones. And we've gotten so much stuff from Beachbody that everywhere we go, if we're going to do like a picnic or the beach, it's all Beachbody stuff. Beachbody bag, a Beachbody towel, Beachbody blanket, and a chair. We're walking up. And so it makes it nice. You don't have to, buy it ourselves. We can just earn it. So, all righty. I'm going to introduce to you Erica. Erica is amazing. She is a grandbaby of mine. So Tara Boltema is her upline sponsor coach, and I met Tara in Hawaii. We were both stationed there and connected with Tara. And then she recruited Erica, and I'll let Erica tell you her story. But Erica is currently a diamond coach, and I've been able to work with her quite a bit. She came to our leader retreat in Salt Lake, and her energy and her aura is just so sweet as can be. And she's beautiful, and she is like fabulous. She's doing mommyhood fabulously. She definitely is, because she dresses so cute, and she wears a red lipstick, and she has perfect food pictures, and she's so put together, but she's so approachable, like the girl next door. And so she really has taken our team to the next level, because she's one of those people you can always count on to be there to either push you, or she's there to be your BFF if you need it. And she just brings out the best in everybody around her. And so she consistently hits Success Club. She consistently brings people on the team. She shows up to everything. She never misses anything. And her business is just blossoming because of that. But one thing that she does very, very well is that she has this eye for making pictures look good. And we all know that if your picture doesn't look good, people don't look at it. Right? Is that an amen statement? Nobody wants to see you in a dark closet or in your dark basement gym with your laundry over here and the kids' toys are all crazy, and you look pissed off, like, I hate my life. That is aggressive and mean and like, whoa. But Erica knows how to take her pictures, and even though she's a mom and whatever, and she puts her glittery spin on everything and makes it look like the best version of you. And maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm not into red lipstick or whatever. So what? You are fabulous in your own way, right? Even my husband's fabulous, and he doesn't like to even like cut his hair anymore. He's out of the Marine Corps. But you know what I mean? Like, we all have the best version of ourselves, and you have to treat social media like it's the cover of your book, right? Because you are professional now. You are in this business to attract people to you, quality people that you want to work with, people that are wanting to give their best every day, right? You're wanting those people, so that takes you putting your best foot forward. It's like John Maxwell said, if you want to attract 8s or 9s, then you yourself have to be a 9 or a 10. And it pays off to take a few minutes to just lighten a photo, edit it, maybe stand, like, instead of doing a selfie from the ground up, and so you're doing double chin, you might actually like do this thing. It takes like 2 seconds, and then, oh, you look so happy now. And you look approachable. And then people go, click like, you look so pretty. What are you doing that makes you look so happy all the time? Boom, you're in. Okay, so that's enough for me. I'm going to turn the time over to the Miss Erica Akingboye, and she's just wonderful. So take notes.
Hi, it's Erica. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we can. Can you tell your 2-minute story real quick?
Sure. Yeah, and today I did share my my video, I guess, of my story, and it was really fun to remember where I have come from, and it's almost been 2 years now since I joined my first challenge group, and it was exactly one of these pictures that caught me. I saw Tara in this like cute little, jumpsuit that are really popular now, and she looked happy, and she had just had her third baby, and she was fitting in like into this tiny thing in better shape than I'd ever seen her. I was like, that's what I need, and that's not me right now. I don't know who I am. So she really captured me then, and the support, taking me from being, happily a mother. I wouldn't say I didn't want my kids, but I wasn't happily me. Just had kind of lost myself, was depressed, had this baby weight, didn't want to go around anywhere. And just those 60 days were just honestly the best thing that's happened to me. And I not only lost the baby weight, but I gained this confidence. And that's where I started. That's exactly when I started wearing red lipstick. It was just like this symbol of, I am back. I am confident. I can have kids with diapers flying all over the place and still feel happy with myself. And so I'm so grateful for these 2 years. Like Emma said, I went to the leadership retreat in January, and that is when I decided, okay, I am going to go for this. Before that, I was super happy with the discount, happy with helping people along the way, not always super consistent, and I wasn't sure if I wanted a team or not. But January was like, I need this for me. I know what it's done for me, and I know there are so many people that I can help, both as challengers and on my team. I have a lot of mommies on my team who are finding themselves and helping others, and it's just so exciting. So that's my story in a nutshell. And so today I wanted to talk about creating captivating content. It is really hard to say. I like alliteration. I was an English teacher before, so I'm always going for these like tongue twister kind of things. Both of my grandmas were artists. And so from a young age, I kind of got this artistic eye, and it's been fun using my creativity in coaching as my book cover. Every image should be something that you would want to represent as yourself. So if you're not comfortable with the picture, or if it's unclear, or if it doesn't really represent you, then it's not something you want to be putting out there. So how do you create that content that represents you and that will attract the people that you want, as your lifers, as people you can help? So I'm going to screen share, I think. And I have a lot of stuff up here. Where do I get? Play. Okay. I don't see anything. Can you see?
There you go. Oh, wait. Okay, so in the bottom corner, if you click the computer screen in the bottom left corner, then it'll go full screen. Or it should.
Yeah,
That's okay.
It says it's thinking, but okay. You can at least see that front page, right?
Yes.
So putting yourself in a place of highest potential. Oh, man. Okay. Now we've lost that, right? Okay.
Yeah, it went off.
Okay. I'm just going to keep talking while I find this. So that's what finding a perspective that's going to put you in the highest potential. You might not be an artist, and you might not think that pictures are important, but if you want to, help as many people as you can, and if you want to be a high quality friend and coach and leader, then you need to put your best step forward. I think I almost got it. Like PowerPoint closed down, so I think that was the problem. Okay, here we go. Now it kind of threw me off. So we're going to talk about branding first. Here is my strategy. I'm going to fill your notebook with content and useful tidbits that you can use and apply right away. And then I will fill. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I see my PowerPoint, but now I don't see you. I'm sorry. And I can't even hear you, so I'm just like talking to myself.
When you share screen and turn on your PowerPoint and it goes to full screen, then you'll be able to, or you won't be able to see us. So I'll leave my audio on. But right now we can see your face. So if you want to
okay, cool.
and then click on it.
Where is it? Okay. I think I can do this.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh, good.
Okay. Now I'll mute out.
Okay, there we go. So here is their first batch of notes. So attraction marketing is just that. You're attracting the people that are like-minded, the people you want to work with, the people you can help, because they're just like you. So you don't want to, try to reach everybody. You plus who you want to attract is your brand marketing. Know your strengths and roll with it. I love food, and I can say that proudly. My husband used to joke like, oh, you really like food, and I would get embarrassed because I liked crappy food. But now that I like helping other busy moms find family-friendly, clean eating, I'm proud to say that I like food. And so that's one of my strengths, and I go with that. I know my success partner, Jenny, does not like cooking, so that's not her strength, but she has other areas especially with faith and fitness, that she runs with. So find your strength and what you're going to be known for, and just go with it. And whether it's organization or nutrition facts or moves of the day, motivation, the more you do it, the more you'll understand yourself. So just don't stop. Just keep on trying. Keep on working on your skills. Visualize your target audience. I have a list that I've written down. That's my office over there. That's what I'm looking, of attributes that describes my target. Actually, I have a person in mind when I am posting. Would Danielle, that's her name, be attracted to this? Would she be interested? Would it help her? Would it add value? Would she be happy to have read my post, or would she feel like it was a waste of time? So I visualize her before I post. Stage your pictures and videos. We'll talk a little bit more about this later, but how many of you work out at home? Everyone raise their hand, right? How many of you have kids? Probably most of you. How many of you have a perfectly clean home? Hopefully none of you, right? So you're going to have to stage your pictures in, like, even just move the pile of laundry over. Clean up the plate. Put it on a white plate. Just clean up what's around it. And your videos, you're going to want to find an office space or a background that is a good go-to area, that there's not a bunch of clutter. There's not a bunch of toys like flying out of everywhere. So just think about your surroundings in that before you're putting them up. And for videos, I know if you're posting them to YouTube, you want the landscape instead of that small up and down. So just learning some of those things that you're not just looking at the front and center, but people are noticing what's around you. Blow their mind with value and ease their mind with relatability. So thank you, Emma. I'm glad you love my food pictures. I don't honestly think my food probably looks any different than if you made it, but I do try to, stage it, add value, whether I'm talking about nutritional facts or grocery shopping strategies for keeping in the budget, or giving a new recipe. So giving that value, but also being relatable. I just want to be like 2 steps ahead of you to help you along the way. And you should think the same thing. No one's trying to be perfect. You're just trying to help in a valuable way. Original and professional looking content. It was fun looking back 2 years ago to what I was posting when I first became a coach, because there were a lot of Beachbody pictures, and there were a lot of repurposed other people's quotes, and it didn't really look like me, and a lot of them were far from professional looking. So one strategy I do now is when I see a quote that I love, and even if it's on someone else's background, I either write it down or save it or put it somewhere and then add it to my own picture. So then it's me, quoting the compound effect instead of some other generic background. So have a file or a notebook where you can brain dump. I have actually created a Facebook group for only myself. It's called Erica's Brain Dump. And I just, whenever I have an idea and I'm already on Facebook, I'll either copy and paste or just type it up, leave it in there, or a picture that inspires me, I put it in there. And then when I'm having one of those rainy days and I don't want to say anything, I don't know what to say, then I can go there as a resource. So find a strategy that works for you that will give you kind of an arsenal of valuable information that you can turn into your own content and not just copy and paste someone else. Invest in professional or personal development and social media training. I follow Amy Porterfield, Michael Hyatt, Shalene Johnson. She has Instagram Impact on Instagram. There are a couple other ones, but those are the ones that I follow, so I'm not too overwhelmed. But I've learned so much from them, as well as in your coach online office. There is so much information on social media and putting your best foot forward, and watching those, like the summit podcast from last year was so powerful, and I've listened to it at least 6 times and always get something new. And the last one on branding is to have patience. Again, if you want to be perfect right away, you're not going to even try. This is something that you just keep on practicing. This is your trade. This is a skill that either comes naturally or not, but it's important. And so have patience with yourself. All right, the next one. Oops. Okay, so personal and like page best practices. I kind of lump them into one. There are some differences, obviously, but your profile and cover picture tell who you are. You are not a cat. You are not a baby. So if your profile picture is any of things that do not look like your happy face, you need to change it. I don't know how many people I've looked for. I'm like, I don't know what your kids look like, so I don't know if this is you. Or someone in, I think Emma had mentioned, like someone in a hockey mask. A little aggressive. How do you know what your face looks like? You are beautiful. Put your face on your profile picture. Kind of simple, but it will say, wow, she's really friendly. I would like to talk to her. So that and your cover picture, you can add multiple pictures, you can do different things, but just make it meaningful that it will, again, be your book cover. Do I want to read this book called Erica Akingboye, or do I want to pass on to someone else? So don't post and run. If you're going to put in all the effort of making a post with a captivating picture and value, then when you post it, or especially if you're asking a question, don't just post and then come back 6 hours later when people have commented or responded or whatever your call to action was. Engage. This is what people want. This is what will keep them coming back, is knowing you are really there. Posting 3 times a day, whether it's your personal page or your like page, being in their eyes and coming up consistently knows that you are available and you have a lot to say and you have different aspects that compose you, or that you can share, or that you just learned in your personal development and you want to better someone else's life. So don't hold back in that area. Involve them, ask legit questions and polls. Whether it's about someone was brilliant. I think it was yesterday I saw one of you post, who has a Roku and what do you think of it? That was so smart, because you know that Beachbody On Demand is now streaming through Roku. So just by asking this side question, it's getting people involved into what is Roku, and now this list of people have it and could easily stream Beachbody On Demand. So whoever did that was very brilliant. Eye-catching and original pictures. We've kind of talked about this. If you wouldn't want to look at it, then don't put it up there, or make it interesting in a different way. Videos of you. I know that videos is a trend right now that's getting a lot of attraction. So by putting up 15-second to 1-minute videos, it's a great way for people to really get more of a sense of who you are. The rule of thumb is to give them enough content to be valuable that they wouldn't remember, but that they would want it. So maybe 3 moves of the day. So they want to come back to your video or share your video. If you just say, here's what you do for a squat, they're going to look at it, learn it, and move on. So again, value is really where it's at. Even being funny is valuable. I know a lot of you are funny out there. Captions. Engaging trumps amazing. So by getting people intrigued, just like a good newspaper storyline, headline or whatever, you want to bring people in, or even just the name of the recipe. And then people are going to say, okay, I want to learn how to make meatballs that are stuffed full of vegetables. Okay, I'm going to share that so I can have it for later. Invite friends and family consistently. So we know that if you're consistent, then people will come back. Maybe that month they're not ready for a free clean eating challenge, but next month, and they see, every month you are being consistent. And just because you invite someone one time and they say, no, I'm really busy this summer, does not mean no, it means not now. So by inviting through your posts and your content consistently, then they know who to come to. Continue jab, jab, hook, uppercut. So every post that you do should not be an invitation to one of your groups, or like a little, you should buy the Fixate cookbook. It needs to have this variety where you're adding value, getting them interested, and then have the uppercut of okay, my challenge group is starting, this date. So if you're looking through your page and you're scrolling down and it's looking like invite, people are going to say, ooh, all she wants to do is, sell this. And you're like, no, that's not what I want. But that's what they're seeing. They're seeing a billboard. So mix it up. And recycle content. I'll share a couple of my recycling content. But one thing that I've loved to do is I will do like 30 to 60 second video, say, of me working out with size with my kids. I will post that on Facebook. I'll post a 15-second clip on Instagram. Then I will screenshot some really interesting, like, cool dance moves. And I have content then that's a picture instead of just a video. So you can really use one piece of content in many different ways. Okay, next up. It's so weird just talking to myself. DeWitt Jones was one of the speakers at Summit, and he was like, seriously, made my trip. He was a National Geographic photographer, and he gave so many inspirations that told us that everybody is creative, everybody has a story to tell, and photos are a great way of doing that, and a lot of life lessons too. So train your technique. Again, just keep on practicing and learning more. Education gives you confidence, and then you'll hone your experience through that. Place yourself in a place of highest potential. I think I said that wrong, but anyways, try and put your best foot forward. Be open to possibility. Okay, for those of you who have kids, how many pictures do you need to take in order to get one good smiling picture, especially if you have multiple kids? Like, a lot. So you just kind of have to be ready and keep on taking lots and lots of pictures until you get the one. Like, don't just give up on one. Be open to what are they doing? What's going on in your day? You might think it's the most mundane thing, but the other day I looked up in my windowsill and like, my basil is actually growing. I didn't kill it. I took a picture of it, asked, what is your favorite dish that you use basil in? And voila. Like, just be open to celebrating what's right in the situation and finding the extraordinary in the super ordinary. So here is one of my pictures that I felt like heaven opened for this picture. We were strawberry picking, and this is my son just walking down. The color seemed perfect. I did not mean to put him in a red shirt, but it worked out. So I had that. I'm like, I could totally just post a picture of him and be like, oh, look at my cute son. Or I could step it up a level, and I listened to a powerful podcast, What You Affirm Grows. And so my post was all about changing I have to work out today. I have to get up early because my daughter gets up early. I have to say no to chocolate and Coke and all this stuff, to what do I get to, and really changing your perspective. So that's my little break in I hope you've taken like a ton of notes, because now I'll just flood you with my pictures. I was a little bit selfish. I was like, this is my call, so I'm going to use all of my pictures, even though there are so many talented and inspirational people on our team that I love looking at their pages and get so many ideas. But here's a little snippet of me. These are the things that I'm going to go through for really basics, whether you're brand new and, don't know where to point your camera or your phone, to if you've been doing this a lot, I hope you get inspiration from these basics. So the first thing is viewpoint. So you want to look at, the bigger picture. what do you want to stress? This is my daughter at the ocean. I was like, she just looks so tiny. And so I paired it with this quote, to dream higher than the sky and deeper than the ocean. So sometimes you want to get a big picture and use that to your advantage. Another viewpoint. Okay, so the reason why I cut off the top of her head is because her eyes were like, she kept on making faces and rolling her eyes. But like I figured, from the nose down, she looked okay, and I gave the recipe for these banana pancakes from the 21-Day Fix. And so just changing the perspective a little bit more to be interesting. Another viewpoint is, I know I mentioned already to take a lot of pictures, but I think you underestimate how many pictures of each meal I take. It's kind of ridiculous. Like my husband's like, can we eat yet? Like, I'm like, no, I have to rearrange. So I have, for this, the salmon, I took a picture from like the grill to, the plate from above on a placemat, and then closer, and then until I could just kind of hone it in to say, I think people would want to eat that. And I gave the recipe for that. So think outside the box, get up close, and don't be afraid to just see a different viewpoint. Again, with my workouts, I was like, I wonder if I laid my phone on the ground, what would it do? So that it's not just another sweaty selfie, because I'm all about sweaty selfies, but not everyone's like, oh, great, she's really sweaty again this morning, yay. Trying to do something a little different with your viewpoint. All right, lighting, so important. The worst thing that happens to me is wintertime. You'll see on the left-hand side, it's like winter, it gets dark by 5 here, and all my food looks like crap. And so what did? I just started cooking earlier in the day. I know it's like a little obsessive, but since food's my thing. But I want you to think about lighting. What's the difference between the picture on the left and the picture on the right? Natural lighting. So that's what your face looks like in, indoor lighting, with glares and all this stuff. And, it just looks a little dull, right? Where when you're in natural lighting, you're going to have this glow. You're going to have this sparkle. You're going to see all of the details. So when you're looking at your profile picture, just move over to a window. Maybe not at noon, but morning or evening light is really good. Same with your videos. Stay by a window, but try to do some experimenting on what happens to any environment when you're in natural light.
Can I give a tip really quick?
Yes.
If you take a picture and it's yellow on your phone, when you upload it to Facebook, you can click on it to edit, right? If you choose winter, the winter takes away all the yellow. And another tip, you can record videos and attach what's called a diva light onto your computer, or there's one for your iPhone. It's a diva light, not kidding. So just Google that, and it's probably the same cost as like a battery charger. Just hook that up to your phone. It's like a case, and you can use it to take pictures and have that natural glow all the time. That's what like Stephanie Chico and Andrea Crowder and some of the other top coaches use. Because in winter, it's hard to get good lighting because it's so dark during the day, and then you have your yellow light. But you're doing a great job, Erica. Thank you.
Thanks. That's a really great tip. Now I'm going to have to find that. The other gadget that Emma gave us at the leader retreat was a little tripod, and it's like genius. It just, instead of like always having an arm in the picture or something, you just prop it up and you can get your angle and good lighting there too. So thanks, Emma.
Anytime.
You can use lighting to your advantage too. So the reason why I put these next to each other is this is how my mirror is set up. Can you see my arrow? Maybe you can't. Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So my mirror is always like that. So it's kind of nice because you get good like muscle, like shadows and whatnot, but it's not good for if I want to post an outfit picture and get like a poll on something or whatnot. So think about light and use it to your advantage. If it's dark, then use it in a way that works for you. For those of you who love fashion, then you might want to just prop your mirror in an area that you know is going to have good lighting. It's a go-to spot. It creates consistency, so there's always the same background. I know Megan Ewelton, I can picture always when she posts an outfit, she has the American flag in the back. Like I can picture it's always the same, and that consistency is really nice. Okay, background. Speaking of background, people are attracted to blank spots. They're like visually attracted to white space. So if there's a lot of clutter and there's so much going on, then what are they supposed to look at? And if any of you are into Instagram, like look at when you stop. When is it? It's usually this like white, whether it's this much of a blank background or a white plate. So think about that when you're looking at your pictures and your background too. Your countertop, that can be a good background, but try to give visual, like a breath of fresh air, basically, I think of it. So there's, thinking about your, where you work out. Some of you work out in the garage and the basement and, your living room or whatnot. So it's a consistent background. So make sure like clutter free and maybe have your camera. I prop my camera up in the little picture frame of the plastic kitchen set of my kids. It's like the perfect height and it's always in the same angle and there's a nice window and then it's always consistent. I know where to push the toys off to one side so it's out of the way. So think about your background. Here's a recent example too. My son, oh man, he had to go to the dentist. But like I only had one shot of him. Like I just jumped up. So I didn't get to do a bunch of like, there. But the one on the left is so cluttery. It's like, okay, yeah, he's smiling. But when you crop and you get a little bit closer to what you really want the message to be, then you've just cut out a lot of distraction. And I think he's cute anyways, but it's a little bit more.
So cute. Yeah. With the other photo on the left, it's like your eyes don't know where to land.
Yeah.
And with the right side, it's right on his smile. And cool sunglasses.
Yeah, the glasses helped. But no one needs to. I even look, I'm like, what is that box up on the wall? I'm looking at, the rubber gloves. So, crop out. And I think square pictures personally are so aesthetically pleasing too. So you can also use content from Instagram to Facebook that way. So your background. Okay, here's my workout space. I'm in the basement, and this was taken a screenshot of from my video. It's not like the best thing, but seriously, like there's a whole bunch of toys over on that side, and then the bathroom and stuff on this side, and just kind of looking at what is your background, and so that's using your content more than once. Because oh my gosh, that size workout, I was terrible. I didn't even post the video. I was like, I thought I was doing okay, but I was not. So I post that. Okay, know your angles. Emma kind of mentioned this before. Like if you're looking up, you're always going to have a double chin. Like always. This was literally 2 seconds. They were sitting on either side of me. We were on a boat. I took a picture with my daughter too far down, and like the angle, I just look like you know, that dull kind of thing. And the next one, I was like, you know, the wind just seemed like everything was perfect. I was like, oh my gosh, like look at my eyes. 2 seconds different angle. And, you know, so it's not like you're pretending to be anything different, but I mean, which one would you want to post? I mean, I had to post both because I had to include both kids, but whatever. So play with your angles and looking up, even in video. I'm on a short chair and I'm up on a high countertop here just to try to get something a little bit more, looking down, if that makes sense. So, okay. Resolution. This is the difference between an iPhone 4 and an iPhone 6, and not natural light and natural light, and backlit and front lit. And I mean, this is actually what I use for my before photo, because it's like the best thing that shows me before my beach body, because I deleted every other picture of me because I hated them. But a couple tricks you can do is just wipe off your phone. Like if you have kids, they're holding it and they probably put whatever on there. So cleaning off your phone, maybe you can't upgrade, but honestly, upgrading when your 2 years is up or whatever is so worth it, because you can work from your phone. You can work from the park, and having your camera always available is really powerful. So resolution is one thing, or, you know, pull out your real camera. I don't think we have one, but phones are really awesome now. So those are a couple resolution tips. Okay, tell your story. Don't hide behind the product, be the product. And I mean, I actually did use the one on the left and got good feedback. It was just polling people.
Erica, are you there? Did it freeze for just Erica or for all of us? Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, so I think that it froze for her, but how cute. Froze on a little bum shot. So super good tip. So, okay, so what you guys, while she's kind of logging back in or whatever, I'm sure it's just an internet issue. Some of my favorite apps that I have on my phone are Pick, Play, Post is what I use for all of my collages, videos, etc. And please pay the $2.99 to upgrade and get that logo, the watermark off of your photos from Pick, Play, Post. You are not advertising them. You're advertising you. I like Word Swag and Instaframe. Sometimes I use text on photo. I've kind of gotten away from that. But online, I like PicMonkey. Everybody uses PicMonkey. It's the best one. But honestly, you don't have to use even one of those. If you get to learn or get to know Facebook and Instagram, the editors there, you'll get your favorites. I like Sierra on Instagram and Nashville. And then when I upload it to Facebook, I use if it's yellow, I use winter, or else what's the other one? But those will, basically what they do is they just pull out they get rid of the yellows and pull out some of the softer colors, and it softens your face. Because just for example, I challenge everybody tonight. This will be fun if y'all participate. You know, I get good ideas sometimes. All right, you ready? Everybody tonight take 4 to 6 pictures at different angles. Like sit in one room of your house, or you can go around your house, I guess. Like different angles, like looking down, looking up, or even do more pictures than 4. And with whatever you have on right now, do not go do your face. And then try different lightings and then different apps. Like take one of those photos and do like 4 different ways to crop it, add a filter of some kind and just see how different it turns out. Even on your iPhone, you can just lighten. So and a tip that if it's dark, like say you like the coloring, but you can't really see it very well, you can go to Pick, Play, Post, and one of the editors on there, you can literally just lighten it up. You can do that on iPhone too. And then it just makes it softer because you want the lighter background so you can see you. You're trying to advertise you. And so by doing that, it's going to make you stand out. But okay, take tonight and do a pick collage or a pick album of some kind and upload it to our Fierce Fit group. And tomorrow I'll give away something. What do we want to give away? I got some tank tops. You guys want a tank top? I'll give it 2 tank tops away tomorrow to a winner. It'll just be a fun little contest to get people to know a little bit more about photo editing. And I know that we are fitness people, so what the heck does this have to do with anything? Well, by just taking time to put your best foot forward and being you, but being the best version of you, it'll get people to stay on your page longer and read your message, right? And so you're not trying to be a stock photo. You're not trying to be perfect. But what you're trying to do is just whatever your message is for that post. If you have to think of it this way, if everybody saw just this one post of mine and they had to make a 10-second decision of whether or not they trusted me as a professional, would they join me? Or would they like me? Does that make sense? And I will say this, even photos where you're like showing your stretch marks and you have a good message behind it, like these are my stretch marks, I'm proud of it, I've had kids, just part of who I am. Like, you don't have to be perfect. It's not about showing abs or whatever. That's not it. You can literally show, like, I've done it where I'm like, okay, everyone, my house is a tornado behind me, but I got my workout in, so watch me work out, and I'm focused on me, but in the background, you can see the crazy. That's the message for me that day. So don't post like you in a sexy pose, with good lighting on you and whatever, and then the tornado is behind you and you're like, fit mom, hot abs, looking good, yeah. No, that doesn't make any sense, right? Stop posing sexy and clean your damn house. But anyway, but your picture has to match your message is what I'm trying to say. It's okay to be real, but so what about that picture? So what are you trying to focus on with the picture? So, all right. Who else wants to add some tips since she just ran off? Okay, my problem is that I can't have my phone on at work and I drink my shake over there all the time. I'm taking pictures of the children. Okay, so this is what I do, is when I am having a good hair day, which is not very often, and I am having, like, I do make something and I'm like, oh, it's pretty. I will take, when I have a window of time where I look good, the kids look good, whatever, I will take like 15 pictures right in a row. And then throughout the day, I'll take a ton of pictures and then I save them. And so say I have a good one from the weekend, I can use it on a Tuesday or Wednesday or another day, or even I'll pull it out a couple months later when I don't have an idea for the day, and I'll think about it. So you don't have to, not everything has to be posted in the moment. It's okay to be methodical and plan ahead. Just take a ton of them when you have time. So if you're not allowed to use your phone at work, then don't use your phone at work. Just take a picture of your shake late, at a different time, and then you can post it like on your lunch break. You can hurry and just snap that thing on there or whatever. I don't know. You can figure out what to do. It doesn't have to be in the moment is what I'm saying. Any questions? You all joined my team because I'm going to shoot you straight.
I didn't know if you added like some of the apps. I'm sorry, the internet just kind of buzzed out. But like Word Swag and PicMonkey, did you mention those? Okay.
I did. Good. And, if it would be helpful, Erica, if you don't mind me putting you on the spot, or other people that do really good, like Carrie Kinsey, I'm putting you on the spot. Rachel Wilbur, you guys all do a great job with PicMonkey. Next time you're on PicMonkey, can you hop on Zoom and record, like screen share and record yourself actually editing a photo? I'll do the same thing. How do I crop it? How do I insert a picture? Because that took me forever to learn. And now it's so fast that like when Will's trying to do shout outs and stuff, he's like, now how do you do that? I'm like, just move over, I'll just do it. But it would be really helpful. But I learned because another coach made a video about how to do that. And I was like, oh, okay. Once you get it down, it's so fast. Like Shay, you're really good. That's a strength of Shay's for sure. So if you could just record yourself and then upload it as a YouTube video and then share it with the team, that would be money. You don't mind, right? Because you're going to be doing it anyway. Okay. Any questions? All right, let the photo taking contest begin. This will be fun. Let's see who can have the worst before and the best after. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.
Okay.